What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be finally talking about my braces and my extractions. This has been so overly requested. Like every video, every vlog, you guys are like, film another update. But the thing is there hasn't been much to update you on besides the fact that all my gaps are closed and my teeth look great. I also feel like I've already answered most questions that you guys have about my braces and my extractions between the two videos I've already posted on this channel, which I will have linked down below, so feel free to check them out. So I just didn't know what else to talk about if I were to film like another update video, because I figured I've already covered everything there is to talk about. But there are two topics that I'm going to be covering in this video because I've been getting a lot of questions recently on the topic of facial structure and also my speech. Before, when I had gotten my teeth pulled, I hadn't noticed any changes in my face yet, but now that it's been like a full year since I've gotten my teeth pulled, I have noticed some things. So that's what I'm going to be mainly focusing on in this video. If you guys, like I said, have any other questions concerning the process of extractions and the pain and the taking care of your holes after, I don't like that word, and the taking care of your gaps, you know, after you get them pulled, all of that I answer within my extractions vlog and then also my first update video. Those two videos will be linked down below. Feel free to check them out. But if you want to hear about how my face has changed for the better, then keep watching. I guess we can first start off by showing you how my teeth have improved since the last time we have chatted. This is what my smile looks like now. So as you guys can tell, I have no more gaps. They're literally like as if nothing was ever done to my mouth. It's crazy. If you guys don't remember, I had my teeth pulled here, down here, here, and down there. So those are also called my bicuspids. I might put up a picture of like a diagram of like where those teeth are if you don't really understand. When I first got them pulled, that is where I had my gaps. And I would say the gaps were about like maybe like 3 millimeters. Look at me out here using like metrics. Like I work in a jewelry store. I know what a 3 millimeter looks like. They were pretty big, like between 2 to 3 millimeters of a gap, because like a whole tooth was there. So like however wide, you know, one of these are, like that's how much of a space I had. And when I first got my teeth pulled, it was very noticeable, you know, that I had missing teeth. And that's something I'm going to talk more about towards the end, is like giving advice on like about being insecure about your gaps. But now it's crazy to see that I literally have nothing there. Like it looks like my teeth have always looked like this. If I got my extractions done in July, it wasn't until around like February, end of March, maybe starting April, that like I got a confirmation from my orthodontist that there were no more spaces in between my teeth and that they had completely like come together. So that's about 6 to 7 months, which is exactly what the orthodontist had told me was gonna happen. Like it's gonna take either 5 to 7 months. It just depends on everyone. And for me, it just took a little bit longer. Honestly, with how the year has been flying by, like the time went by so fast, and before I knew it, like my gaps were gone. I still to this day do not regret doing this whole thing. If this is your first video watching of me talking about this, then I'm gonna tell you, I did not agree right away to doing this. It took me actually about 2 months to kind of think about if I wanted to take out 4 teeth, and I'm happy that I did, especially now that this is pretty much like the end result. Like once I get my braces off, which is like coming up very soon, this is the end result. Like this is it. This is the end goal that we have been waiting for, and I can't believe that taking out 4 teeth made such a difference. Now to go over facial changes, because this is something everyone's been most concerned about. I think I answered this question 6 months ago in my first update video, which I had said no, I did not notice any changes in my facial structure then, but I also still had my gaps like pretty open. Here we are now, a whole another 6 months later, a whole year later of me getting my teeth pulled. I have noticed some changes in my face, mainly in my lips. And this is actually common. I've seen a lot of people tell me that when you get your extractions done, that your lips actually get smaller. Before, my problem with my overbite was that my lips were having to close over my teeth that were leaning forward, and so my teeth having to like work extra hard to like close over my teeth, and my braces probably gave off the illusion that my lips were bigger. But now that my teeth have like shifted back into my mouth and they're able to like lay flat, like I think this is what my lips are supposed to look like. This is the normal size. So I don't think my lips themselves got smaller, like they shrunk or whatever. I think now that they're just sitting back on my teeth, that they just look tinier. And even then, like they're not like small. Like it's not like I have like no lips, you know, like I still have pretty full lips and I can still outline them and make them look bigger if I need to. So another thing with my lips now appearing smaller, I've noticed that my upper lip now appears bigger than my shorter lip, bottom lip, whereas before I think it was backwards, like my lower lip appeared bigger than my top. And you can kind of see from like the side point of view how it like leans down, it's not like a big difference either. It doesn't look like bad, you know? And then one more thing is I've noticed that my cupid's bow right here is like more defined. Like this sticks up more and then like all this like slants more. The amount of people that have told me that I have such a nice side profile is insane, and I think it's because like everything now just like sets like right, you know what I mean? As for like my cheeks and my jaw, I have noticed that my cheeks look smaller and like my jawline is like more defined. I will say though, I don't know if that has to do with the extractions or if it's just the fact that I've lost weight in the last 6 months, and that's normally where it will show first, is in your face. But I have noticed like all of this just seems so much more defined, and like I'm happy with the changes I've seen. And again, they weren't major big changes. It's not like anything drastic really. Like it just looks all even and like together, and like this is how it was supposed to be. So I'm a big fan of everything that I've seen happen. If you guys remember before, I used to have a really bad lisp, like bad, and I had it for like the whole first 2 years of me having my braces. I didn't really understand why, because at first when I got my braces put on, I just blamed it on me not being used to my braces. It's just a braces thing. And then close to the time when I was supposed to get my braces taken off, I still had my lisp and I did not understand why. And it wasn't until that we got my teeth extracted and my gaps closed up around a couple months ago in March, April, that I noticed that my lisp was like slowly going away, and now it's just gone. Thinking back to it, I think the reason why I had such a bad lisp and why I wasn't able to say words with like the letter S, and why I struggled so hard to pronounce certain words and letters, was because of my bite being open. Because if you think about it, if my bite was open and I'm like trying to say something where like my tongue is being pressed to the front of my teeth, but like all of that's like open space, it just creates like that sound. But now that my teeth have been pulled and they have now set back and everything's closed, I can now pronunciate a lot better. That is like the biggest thing that I noticed with my speech, is that I just sound better. I sound smarter. So those are pretty much all the changes that I've noticed physically, and then also with my speech. Other than that, I have just been so happy with my smile and my teeth and everything that has happened. Holy crap, like I'm in love with my smile. And that's not even coming from like a narcissistic, I'm in love with myself type way. Like I just genuinely love my smile, and I'm so happy that I decided to do this. Again, this is all coming from like my own personal experience. I'm not trying to sit here and kind of tell you that like get your extractions if it's an option. Like do it, it's the best thing ever. Like I can only speak for myself, and so if you're watching this and you're thinking about getting extractions, just take my advice and my story, I guess, into consideration. I'm not trying to sit here and tell you what to do. I'm just here to share my experience, and you can kind of take what you want from my videos and what I have to say with a grain of salt. For me, this has been the best thing ever, and I haven't had any issues since getting my teeth pulled. Everything has just been going up, and I cannot wait to get my braces off because I feel like my smile is just gonna be so nice. You guys have been asking, when am I getting my braces off? What's the date? Once I get an official date, I will tell you guys, I promise, and I will definitely be vlogging that whole day because I've been waiting for so long, and you guys have been waiting as well since the day I got my braces on. This past recent visit to the orthodontist, they repositioned 5 of my brackets. Since then, I have seen a change in my teeth. Like it just seemed like everything came together even more, if that was possible. And so I think it's about time to just get these off. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like I want to be braceless. And then before we do the outro, I just want to give like a few, I guess, tips and like pieces of advice for you guys. I've been seeing some comments concerning why my orthodontist did not have me get my teeth pulled before getting my braces put on. I just keep like subtly hitting the whoa, and I don't even mean to do it, and so I'm so sorry if that's like annoying you. It's annoying me too. I'm obviously not an orthodontist or a dentist, so I cannot give you like the direct professional answer, but I can tell you my best guess is that they just didn't predict that my teeth were going to turn out the way they did in 2 years with my braces. If you guys haven't seen what my teeth look like before I got braces put on, I just had like a whole bunch of overlapping, and I feel like when you're putting braces on a patient, like it's just hard to tell like what direction it's gonna go in. You just don't know how it's gonna play out because everyone's different. Everyone's teeth shift differently. Same reason as to why when people put braces on, they tell you 2 years, but sometimes people get them taken off even earlier because their teeth just move a lot faster. So I'm guessing they just didn't predict that my teeth were going to straighten out in the way that they did, to where they were like shoving all my teeth forward because they didn't know I had so many teeth in my mouth. And it was until like the very end to where it was almost time to get them off that they were like, we should probably do something about this. Also, I think it's better that they probably wait to see how your teeth play out before recommending you get teeth pulled, because getting teeth pulled is kind of a big deal. It's not just something they're like, let's just repull your teeth. It's a pretty serious thing and you should only have to do it if you need to. That's my best guess. They probably just turn to it as like a last resort because they pretty much want to avoid having to do that if they can. I also see comments telling me that you guys are nervous to get extractions, or you're scared to, or you're deciding not to go through with it because you're afraid of how you're gonna look with your gaps and that you're gonna be insecure. I just want to let you know that you should not base your decision on getting extractions on the 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, however long of you having gaps, because those gaps are temporary. They're gonna close and that's not what your smile is gonna look like forever. So I don't think you should base a decision that could literally change everything in your appearance and your smile for the better off of like a temporary look. For me, it wasn't that hard. Yeah, I didn't like having gaps in my mouth and I was kind of insecure when people were like having conversations with me because I felt like they were just staring at these gaps. There also was a period of time where I just didn't want to smile in photos. I just did like one of those like tight lips close smile. But then once my gaps started like closing and like they weren't as noticeable, like you don't even think about it, and like people don't notice it also as much as you think they're going to. I think the best thing for you, and also what helped me a lot, is that through the whole thing, just know that in the end your smile is gonna look so good, and you just need to have like that end goal picture in your mind, just like telling you like, this is not forever, I'm gonna get there. That just kind of helped me, and I think it could help you, is just to kind of keep an open mind and know that your teeth are gonna get better, and in the end it's gonna be so worth it and your smile is gonna look so good. So there's no need to fret or stress over it because it's just all temporary. That's just my piece of advice to you. Hopefully you take it, because I would hate for some of you guys to like make the decision not to go through with it just because you're afraid of how you're gonna look with gaps that are eventually gonna close up. That's pretty much gonna wrap up everything for this mini update. I know this probably wasn't the most informative about my extractions, but like I said, I've already filmed 2 previous videos talking about everything there is to talk about. If you want to hear about the process of getting extractions, like full T to T detail about how they took out my 4 teeth, the aftermath, how I took care of them, go check out those 2 videos. I'll have them linked down below. This was just kind of like a quick video talking about the changes I've seen and how I'm still feeling about the whole thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye!